What's up, mamas? Today I'm going to be talking about how to create a deadline for your goals. So today I want to talk about how to have a deadline for your goals. Everybody has a goal, right? Depends on what it is and what the time frame is that you want to achieve that goal. But we always talk about how to make goals, right? How to write them down, how to put them in a calendar, how to put them in an app. Those are all great things, right? But in order to achieve them, you actually have to have a deadline. So that's something not talked about very often, right? But if you don't have a deadline for your goal, then it's just open-ended and you can have that goal forever, for years, and then you may never achieve that goal because you're actually not setting aside a plan to achieve the goal. So you have to know what your goal is in order to set a deadline for it, okay? So for an example, say your goal is to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a goal, right? When do you want to achieve that goal by? So I think people are afraid to put a deadline on a goal because then you're afraid you're not going to actually reach the deadline and then it's a failure. We can't look at it like that anymore. Even if you don't achieve your deadline, you're going to learn from whatever you didn't do to achieve the goal the next time. But let's even backtrack before that. In order to achieve that goal, you need to set the deadline because that puts you in the ownership position of saying, okay, I have this deadline. I need to achieve this deadline, right? I need to accomplish this. If you're thinking about your regular 9 to 5, if your boss says, hey, I need this report on my desk by Friday at 9 a.m., well, guess what? You're going to get that done, right? Because your job depends on it. So if you're trying to do your own business or your own YouTube channel or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need to hold yourself the same accountability that your boss would hold at work. The only reason why we give our boss more power than ourselves is because they're paying us to do that, right? If you're relying on your job for money and compensation, then yeah, you're going to do what your boss tells you to do because your paycheck relies on it, right? But if you're trying to venture out on your own, or you're trying to have your YouTube channel, or your TikTok, or your small business, whatever it is you're trying to do, you need to hold the same accountability for yourself to achieve the goals, right? Make it a deadline. When you don't give a deadline, you don't have a plan. Without a deadline and without a plan, a goal is just a wish. It's not really ever going to be accomplished because you have no set plan. One of the most important things about a goal is writing it down. Now, you may have heard this before, right? Write your goals down on a sheet of paper or in a book or a journal, whatever. Writing it on paper, rather than just keeping it in your brain, if you keep it in your brain, it's never going to get accomplished, right? You just think about it and think about it and think about it. Nothing gets done when you just think about it. You actually have to take action and write your goal down. So I'm going to challenge you today to not only write your goal down, but write down how you're going to achieve that goal. What is the first step that you are going to take to achieve the goal? And not only that, but you're also going to put that goal down with a timeline, okay? And you're going to write it in the present tense. I am so excited to have 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel by the age of 34. That is a very specific goal. It has a deadline and it has a timeline. I'm writing it in the present tense as if it's already happened, because then I know that I challenged my brain to say, well, wait, you don't actually have 1,000 subscribers. What are you going to do to go get that 1,000 subscribers? So that piece of paper is real. Let me get you my piece of paper. I already wrote it down, right? So here is my vision board, right? So my vision board is different than a lot of other vision boards. People spend hours cutting out things on magazines of these beautiful houses and vacation spots and jewelry and whatever, and that's fine. That to me though is a waste of time. Those things are all great, but I want to have a vision board that is productive, that I can use and look at every day to accomplish my goals. So here we go. Here is my vision board. It's not pretty, right? Who cares? It doesn't need to be pretty, okay? Here's my vision and here's my reality. Okay, so let's see. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Here we go. I'm so excited to have 1,000 subscribers at the age of 34 in December 2020. What? But it's not December 2020 yet, right? But I'm writing my timeline. So when this post-it gets accomplished, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it over here. So here's my reality. So now that I have this goal accomplished, I'm going to add another one to this side of the board. Okay, so this is how my vision board works. is here's all my goals written in the present tense with a deadline on them and a timeline. And then when they actually get accomplished, I'll move them over here to my reality, right? This is actually like a psychological activity, right? When your brain sees this is what I have to do and I want to get it onto this side of the board. When you get it onto this side of the board, there's this instant gratification of like, oh my gosh, I did it. Even though it's just a piece of paper, there's this thing that triggers in your brain and it tells you like, yes, you've accomplished something. This is an accomplishment, not a failure. Okay, so I recommend you trying to do this, okay? Don't just write it down in a journal because a journal is not enough. This is actually giving me that vision to say, okay, here's my goal and I need to accomplish it. Okay. On top of that, you need to have a plan for this goal. What are you going to do every single day to get towards that goal? So if your goal is 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, well, then you better be putting out at least one video every single week. And with that one video, there's steps, right? Steps that you have to do every day. First, you need to research your idea for your video. See if you have an idea that people are actually looking to hear about. Then you need to film your video. And then you need to edit your video. Then you need to post your video. Then you need to promote your video. There is something to do every single day in order to get that 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that's only if you're doing one video. If you're doing two, then you have to multiply those steps, right? So there's something I'm doing every single day to gain my 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. You can't just sit back and say, I have a goal. I really want 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but then do nothing. That's not, you don't have a plan. I have a plan, so I know that I need to be posting my video at least once a week, and I need to be working towards that goal every single day because every time I don't do it and I don't post my video, I'm getting further and further away from my goal. In addition to this, you want to set yourself a timeline that is going to get you the goal enough time to do it, right? So I set this goal back up a few months ago, right? Because I knew 1,000 subscribers on YouTube might take me a long time. Even if I get that instant gratification of getting them right away, that's fabulous. Now I'm going to take that, move it over, and have a new goal. Now I want 100,000 subscribers, right? But you have to start out, I would recommend starting out small and then moving to the big time. Because sometimes when we set goals too large, it seems so overwhelming that we're not willing to put any work into it because we're like, oh, that's like never going to happen, or that's going to take forever to happen. So start off small, get your plan in place, and start working towards it every single day, because every day you don't work on it is a day that you're further and further away from your goal. So my challenge for you today is to think about a goal and then set a time frame of when that goal is going to be accomplished. It's a non-negotiable, right? If you have your goal set for December 2020, then that goal is going to happen December 2020. Don't let it go over. Do everything in your power to make that goal accomplished, like your paycheck is depending on it, just like you would at your 9 to 5, right? There's no reason why you shouldn't be holding yourself the same accountability that your boss would at work. So get to it right now, write down your goal, set up your vision board, and get to your goal. Get to the task today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you got some value from it. I really can't wait to see your goals in the comments. If you are willing and brave enough, put your goals down there. I want to see what you guys have got going on. And don't be afraid to pursue your dreams. There's no day like the present day. If you're not already in my mom's group, please look for the link down below on Facebook. I have a group for moms with goals, and we are so supportive. We add tips and tricks and hacks and videos and freebies and guides and all kinds of stuff for you. So look in the description down below, join the moms group, and I can't wait to see you in there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you want to be alerted every time I make a new video. Don't forget to like the video as well. Your support is so important to me, and I appreciate you taking the time out to join me today. I'll see you in the next one.